thanks for agreeing to an interview today. It's been quite an interesting week from a fan's point of view. There's been a lot of speculation about your links with, or possible links with Plymouth Argyle. Have you got any comments to make at this stage?
Only, it's very simple really. I'm 100% committed to Truro City. Always have been from the day I walked into the club 7 years ago. You know, we started something, you know, that's been a fantastic journey to date. And, you know, totally committed on and off the park to continue with my role as chairman of the club. It's as simple as that, really.
That's great to hear. What are your thoughts on the season so far? I think we've got 5 games to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a topsy-turvy season. You know, to be honest, you know, the fact that we've got probably the smallest squad in the league, you know, we've got 1 or 2 key players out at important times, which probably did hurt us a little bit. But, you know, you have a squad big enough to get through the season. Having said all that, I think we've had a great season. You know, with 5 games to go, we're in with a chance of winning the league. And, you know, we're delighted at that opportunity.
What's the difference this year compared with last year? Because virtually the same squad.
Well, I mean, managers make teams, don't they? I mean, everyone knows that in the game. Managers galvanise teams. And, you know, clearly Leah's got the players playing at their best for him. And, you know, games and results, points tell that story.
And which players have stood out for you so far this season?
I think they've all done exceptionally well. I mean, I think, you know, I think the first season was a learning curve at this level for us. And, you know, it was another step in level. There was a lot of players who had not experienced that level, a lot of players who obviously experienced higher levels. But I think the travelling and everything, and last season was really the apprenticeship of this season. And we've learned a lot about the types of teams we play and the way they play. And of course we've accommodated that far better this season in this to date, in the last 5 games to go.
What about the contribution of Barry Hales?
Well, I mean, Barry's, you know, he's played at the highest level in football, so he's still got that desire to score goals, as you can see, and he's been a great asset to us, and you know, a wonderful man as well.
What are your thoughts as we go into the next 5 games?
Well, you know, I don't get too carried away with wins, draws, or losses, because you know it's about the big picture of the football club. I still think we've got enough with 5 games to go to be there. A lot depends on how other teams do. As you know, it's very, very close. I mean, you lose 5, you probably finish 6. You win 5, you probably win the league. It's that close. So we just got to worry about this game. 1 game at a time, get 3 points, try and get a clean sheet, and then we move on to the next game.
Looking ahead to the future, you've talked about your commitment to Truro City. Where are we with the new stadium?
Well, I mean, that's in the hands of Cornwall Council, who are obviously leading the project at present. We're one of the stakeholders in that. We are going to another stage now. Land has been identified. They're going to outline planning now for the stadium. And there's a lot of work being done there by a lot of people, including myself. It's a stadium for Cornwall, for the community, for everyone. And there's a lot of work to be done there, but I'd like to see it happen for the benefit of Cornwall.
Is it likely you'll be sort of getting into bed with Dickie Evans?
I wouldn't want to be in bed with Dickie Evans. Perish the thought.
Metaphorically speaking.
No, on a serious note, I mean, it's got to have a maximum use, the stadium. It's got to be shared by all sorts. It's got to be a facility that's going to be viable and have maximum use to make it viable. So most certainly the pitch would have to be shared with the rugby.
And there are the finances in the club to go into that venture? Yeah,
I mean, it's all about structuring that, you know, and you know, there's an awful lot of work to be done in that area, but there are grants that we can get from ourselves, from the football world. There's an awful lot of work to be done in that, but certainly we'd want to support that financially, whichever way we can. But we're really not at that stage yet. We're not far away from that stage. We're more about understanding the design, what that's going to cost, getting the planning done, and obviously we have got to work on the funding. There's a lot of work to be done in that area.
And I think the last question, anything you'd like to say to the fans directly?
Well, I'd like to say thank you to the fans, first of all. Thank you for your continued support. You know, this is my 6th season in charge. You know, wouldn't it be nice to be the first club in British football history to do 5 promotions in just 6 seasons. Wouldn't it be a wonderful achievement? So thank you to the fans for their support, home and away, particularly away with all the long journeys. I'm here to stay. I'm chairman of the club, and I want to remain chairman of the club as long as the fans want me.